Welcome into the BSN Avalanche Weekly Breakdown presented by Headed West. Since 1996, Headed West continues to be Colorado's premier smoke shop and lifestyle store. When only the best will do, Headed West has the service and selection for you. Allie Monroy here with BSN Avalanche beat writer Adrian Dater. After their bye week, the Avs are back in action Saturday in Dallas, followed by a 1 o'clock game Monday against the Anaheim Ducks and a game Thursday at home with the San Jose Sharks. Dater, do you think the week off will prove to have been good or bad for a team that had won 5 in a row? Do you think they'll be a little rusty?
Well, Allie, normally I would be a little concerned about this, being a longtime Avalanche watcher. They have had a history of coming out of breaks a little too complacent. We saw them come out of the Christmas break and lose to the Arizona Coyotes, the worst team in the league. But I'm here to say that I'm optimistic about this because I feel like the team had some injuries. They're going to be healthier coming back. And I think that this team had played some fairly good amount of hockey compressed in January, and I feel like this rest is going to do them well. And I think they're going to come out and ready to go because also they're so in a good mood these days, having won 5 in a row. I think they're going to come out ready to go in Dallas.
Now that the second half of the season is officially upon us, who are 1 or 2 players the Avs need to be even better moving forward if they want a playoff spot?
Well, Allie, I think you got to start with the goaltender, Semyon Varlamov. Now, assuming he's healthy and ready to go, he's going to have to be a little bit better than he was. He was pretty good the first half, but his numbers could be better. He wants to get his saves percentage up into the 920s, even the 930s if he can. He's capable of that. So he's number 1, I think. The games are going to get bigger. When games get bigger in the NHL, they tend to get lower scoring, more defensive minded. That's when you really need that goaltender to make those big saves in the big games. So he's number 1. I'd look at a couple wild card kind of guys too. Maybe a Tyson Jost who, is ready to, I think, have a big second half. He was kind of in and out of the lineup in the first half of the year, some injuries, depth player. If he gets going, he's like a wild card kid who could just like give this team another dimension that most teams don't really have on their depth lines. So I feel like Varlamov, Jost, maybe you throw a guy like JT Compher in there too if he can be a young kid who even steps up his game. Those guys could really make the difference between this team being a playoff squad or not.
Monday game is the first afternoon game this season. The Avs then have 6 more after that. Do players dislike to play afternoon games since it's different from their rhythm?
Oh, on the contrary, Allie. I've never known a player to really dislike an afternoon game. First of all, afternoon games means you don't have to get up for the morning skate. You don't have to drive to the arena twice during the day like they do on a night game. So usually guys get to sleep in till about 10 o'clock, go to the rink, be there by 11. Puck drops at 1. And it's always a little bit cheerier vibe I've found in afternoon games. People are, going out to dinner after that. They can maybe indulge in a libation or 2 before a game, easier than a weeknight. So, I feel like this is going to be a fun time, and I feel like the Avalanche are, players love afternoon games for the most part. The funny thing about an afternoon game is, in hockey, players will always say after the game, tonight we played a great game. Tonight, this happened tonight. Yeah. It doesn't matter what time the game is played. They will always call it tonight after a game. That's just a hockey thing. That's a hockey thing. Don't ask me why.
Well, be sure to follow all of our coverage on bsnavalanche.com. For Adrian Dater, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver. Customer service is what the team at Headed West is all about. From helping first-timers learn how to hand roll or fill a water pipe to sharing helpful hints and tips with longtime connoisseurs. Their staff is here to assist you. Check them out at theheadedwest.com.